Alright guys, so today we'll be doing a rear disc brake conversion kit. Here's the kit. It comes more than this, but this is what I have out here right now. It comes with the bolts. I also got the studs, because if you can tell my studs, I can't exactly get lug nuts on them when I swap this axle in. This is a corporate 14 bolt full floating rear axle. If you can tell, it sticks out. I believe that's mainly the kit this fits for. I don't think it will fit for the what they call it, semi-floating rear axle or any other rear axle. There's kits out there, but this kit only fits the full floating 14 corporate 14 bolt full floating rear axle. So long word. Alright, so this is on my 1990 Silverado, or K1500, whatever you want to call it. I do have their crossover steering bracket in here. I have not got, I'm waiting on the actual bar to come in. I had to get this on there and measure for it. I'm planning on taking this off and powder coating it. As you saw, the brackets I got over there are powder coated. They send everything to you bare metal. This is aluminum blocks, so I'm going to take them off, clean them up. But I have their solid axle swap kit, which is these and this bracket back here. Unfortunately, I did all this before I actually started my channel, so I don't have a exactly video showing how I did it. But in one video, if I get time, I will describe how it was done and show you kind of to the best what I've done. But I have those. I got this is their brake lines. I got other brake lines made. I believe these ones are from. No, I don't believe these are theirs. I got some other brake lines made from another place too. Actually, I think this is theirs. The other one, that one's theirs. And then if you can see the one I got them going all the way up front. That is one I had made. That's not Off-Road Direct. But so far, everything I've got from Off-Road Direct has been perfect. I got these 12-inch lift springs in the front from them. I had to have these custom made. See, custom suspension made these. I have rear hangers, rear hanger flip, and shackles. But today I've already got the front end to where I can get my tires on there, and I have to actually get the rear done so that I can get the tires on there and measure for the crossover steering actual bar. So that is what I'm doing today. So first things first is to get a jack up under here, lift it up, put a jack stand on there. I got both wheels in the front chalked off and this wheel in the back chalked off. So I'm gonna get that lifted up and get the tire off, and we'll go from there. Alright guys, I got the jack stand under there. So first things first is unbolt the rear axle. Let me see if you get, yeah, you can see that. Take this out. It is 19 millimeter. Now you will lose a little bit of gear oil, but I'm planning on redoing all the gear oil when I get the truck ready, so you lose very little anyways. I mean, you'll see what I mean. I'd say not even a teaspoon. Trying to keep these out of the dirt though. You can already smell that gear oil. Guess when you break them loose, go ahead and shake this thing. Mine are rusty so that they don't stick in the socket. right now, I am not going to be putting gasket back on there since it has its own gasket. Later on, when I change gear oil, I might. But as of right now, it's got its own little spacer gap. So I'm not too worried about it. Like I said, when I get the truck back on the road, I'm going through, I'll take these back out. Since I'm probably changing gears anyways, I'm going to have to take them back out. I don't see a point in putting gasket on there right now, just to have to redo it again. Alright, so pull that out. There it is. Thick axle. Alright, I'm going to set up here in my toolbox. Just want to set it somewhere where it doesn't get dirty. Just out of the way a little bit. Alright, get this little gasket off without breaking it. Perfect. Yeah, see, if you can see it losing oil, it's not very much. I'll show you the ground here in a little bit. Alright. Go and set that up there with the axle so I don't lose it. Alright, so, screwdriver. Got these little bolts in here, if you can see. It's got a little washer, if you can see right there, it's bent over to keep that in place. It's got a few of them, and these circles are in different spots. We'll have circles, so it's only got one hole on this side on. But I mean, that's plenty. It's tight, so that's just to hold it in place. Kind of like you have the big nuts for CB axles. So I'm gonna get that loose. Alright, so basically just put this in one of those little half circles. Start hammering away. I mean, if you have a pick, that might work better. I'm just using a screwdriver. And you might get to the point where you can do it by hand. Yep, there we go. Just get that out. Alright, there's one. That right here for a minute. Then you want to take the little, I guess, locking washer, you could call it, out. Don't feel like going to get my magnet though, so. Alright, see what I mean? It sits in there like that. When this one's all bent out, I'll have to fix that. One just bends over and locks it in place. Then you have another one, that same little bolt with the half circles all the way around. Do the same thing. Alright. Pretty easy. The hard part, or pain part, is after this. This part's pretty easy, as you can tell. Alright, there's another one of them. There's a little spacer back here. You can get it out without a magnet. There we go. You gotta pick up on the right side of it. Just make sure you get these back in the same order. I only have one. Oh, I dropped in the dirt. I'll have to clean that later. I only have one screwdriver out here because I didn't think to bring another one. Stupidly. It's just easy. Almost had it. There it goes. Here, shake it. I'm gonna put all this. That's just a little thin spacer. I'm gonna put all this up with the axle. I'm probably about to put these bolts too. they don't fall off the brick and I don't lose them. Alright, so this should just slide out. I might have to look at all that dirt. Oh, I'll show you real quick. That's all the gear oil I lost. I mean, it's still dripping a little bit, but not very much at all. Not enough to worry yourself about. Bam! Alright, well, whew. That was dirty. Alright, now here is the not so fun part. You got the 4 bolts. Let's see if you can see it. 1, 2, 3, 4 that you got to get off to take this whole backing plate off because you don't need it anymore. I don't need any of this, so I'm just gonna bend the stuff out of the way. If you've ever done drum brakes, to me they really suck. I know people who like them and everything, but I hate drum brakes. Changing them, adjusting them. The only good thing about it is don't get your rim all dirty. But if you use the right brakes, you won't really notice. So that's one reason I want to change to that. Oh my god, these brakes are bad. If you can see that. Oh, right there. That is metal. All that brake stuff is gone. But I've never used these axles. Alright. Just gonna bend all this stuff out of the way. I don't need any of it. And I mean, you won't either if you're doing the rear disc conversion, so by all means, just break this stuff out. Pop. Bam. That spring actually just broke in half. So yeah, if I wasn't doing this conversion, I need to change all this anyways. So like I said, just take this stuff off, just to where you can get to the inside. I believe it's still 19. Yep. Alright. Don't need that bolt, but you don't also don't want to leave it in the yard. I'm just gonna throw it down there with the gear oil. Alright. There's that. Alright, there's that piece. Alright. I love power tools. I don't mind wrenching by hand, but sometimes power tools just make everything so much better. Alright, so that is off. Now, I mean, this shaft will need cleaned up a little bit, but if I can get this bolt out. There it goes. Alright, so put that to the side, put that to the side. I'm gonna put you right here. Oh, look about this guy. I do that a lot. Alright, right there. So, just hit the back of it. And there she goes. All this already loose. So. And toss this to the side. Alright, so there's that. Now I'm going to get all this cleaned up. Let's see. For these, literally, you don't need this anymore, but you do need this. And you have to pop these out, and I'm changing them anyway, so literally just take the hammer, pound them out. One. Now you might have to put something on top here so you don't hit this, but I'm just risking it, I guess. If you think you have good enough aim, just do it like this. Oop, and I hit it right there. easy with one hand. Alright. Pop that out with something. Actually, I got a screwdriver over there. I'll pop it out with. Alright. Things are rusty in there. Whew. Alright, last one. Bam. Try and knock it loose a little bit. Alright, so I'm gonna go get a little bit of pry bar and pry in between those a little bit and get this out. Get that little sucker out of there. Get in the hole. Bam. Alright, it's out. But it's going to be really tight trying to get this thing out. Let's see. Yeah, it's going to be tight. So I'm going to get this over and pry it out and then show you what we're working with. Alright, so I got that as cleaned up as it needs to be. Got all the dirt off, anything that needed scraped off is off. Alright, now I'll wait on the rotor part, but I'm going to install these brackets. So they give you 4 of these and 2 of these. Each side gets 2 of these and 1 of these. Alright, they do supply you with the bolts. They're in my pocket somewhere. And the lock washers. So set these up right here with the washers on them so they're easy to grab. Boop. Boop. And boop. Alright, so these you put both on right here. One slides up on the lip. Might need a lip. Alright, just like that. The other one's going to go right there. Then this will go backwards like this at an angle. So I'm going to go ahead and grab a bolt, stick it through 2 of these, and get it in the back one. Get that started so it holds up. Oh, my bad. Alright, get this bottom one in. Alright, those 2 are started. Just gonna snug them up with impact, not tight. Just snug. Threads are a little dirty. Be alright. I should use some thread tracer or a thread tracer and clean it up, but it'll be alright. Alright, so Got a shorter socket. These are also 19, just like the back plate were. Get this on. I already have it set up. Their paperwork says 105 foot-pounds, or however you say that, pound-foot of torque. I think it's foot-pound. So just I'm watching the back, see when it starts getting close. You never want to tighten one without tightening the other, so I'm going to get this part about half what it was, go to the bottom. Alright, this one's pretty far out, so it'll take a minute. Alright, they're getting close. Blocking the camera. There's one. There's two. Three. And four. Now I'm going to go back over them just to make sure. One, two, three, and four. Alright, so there's that part. These are installed. So now I'm going to get to tearing that apart. Alright, so all I did was put my screwdriver in there and start pounding away at it, and I got it broke loose. So you just pull it out. Alright, that is dirty. It's gonna need cleaned. Set on something that's not more dirty. Alright, so I'm gonna go just scrape all this off and get the rotor ready. Alright, so I got that all clean. The other side too. Not down here though. So the next thing to do is get the new rotor, set it on here. Hand real quick. Alright, so it's on there, and just line it up. Don't beat one end by itself. Just let them drop in, like that. And move it till it drops in. Bam. Then the rest should go pretty smoothly. Like I said, you never really want to put one end all the way, then here, and go in a circle, because it could off balance it. Right now it don't matter, but it's a good habit. Alright, now we're ready to put it on the truck. Just kidding. Alright, so I am just going to take a extension like this and beat it in. So let's see if I can set this up somewhere where you can see it. It's somewhat alright, I guess. Alright. I just start on one of them. You can either watch it or you can feel when it stops going. Put my knee on this side. that's that noise when you're done. So, as you can tell, you can't tell from here. I don't know if you can really tell from in there, but it's flush now. And I mean, later on, you can always put if you need to put a socket on the other end, just trap it all the way through. I don't know where I did get some open end ones to do that, but I lost it on the front. So for now, I mean, I know that after I get them all like that, I'm gonna beat them some more. I'm gonna make sure they're flush. So do that, and then be back. So got all those in there. Now all we do, bam. And I looked over at my bearings in there. Actually, for as dirty as this thing was, the bearings are really good shape. So that's one plus. So, just like how we took it, well, opposite of how we took it apart, little washer in first. Take one of the little bolts with the half circles. The only bad or pain part usually about this is getting it started. Once you get it started, it usually goes pretty good. That's not it. But there we go. Okay, use the screwdriver I used to take it apart. It's getting a little snug. Now I like putting the rim right here, out here, rim and tire, because it makes a nice seat. That's sitting on the ground. Alright, so now, don't want to base, I honestly don't know if there's a socket for these. I don't see why there wouldn't be, but I just use this because it works just as good in my opinion. Now I do have a socket to get the front off because I didn't see any way of doing it like this. So when you absolutely need one, I'll get one, but this, I can just do like this, so. Alright. That one's snug. And you put this little weird claw looking thing on. Oh yeah, I need to fix that one. See if I can get this back up. I don't have a pair of pliers out here, so that's good. Should be good enough. Bam. It's not hitting anything, so we're alright. Actually, it is. Damn it. Haha, what do you know? When you don't think it's hitting, it is. So, just need to bend that in some. Alright, let's see about that. Alright, that's in there. Now the other weird looking socket piece. And of course that piece is still in the way. So I'm going to go get some pliers and fix this. That is what it should look like, just nice and flat. And this one is all bent over and in the way. So I'm gonna go fix that. Alright, almost looks good as new. Not quite, you can tell it's a little boogered up, but it'll work for now. One day I might change it out. One day, might. Alright, so pops in there. Now this has a little bit of grass on it. Alright, so again, getting it started. Be a little bit of a pain. And of course it's still in the way. But this time I brought the pliers out with me, so ta-da! Alright, let's try that. Trial and error, my friends. Trial and error. Alright, now it's not hitting the top, it's going to be hitting this. What? It's good. That time. And I think I started too. Bam. One of the low ones is a little bit in the way, but be alright. So I'm just gonna bend it back anyways. Alright, I'm gonna tighten this. It's gonna take a minute, so I'll be right back. Got that in there tight, and I got that one and that one bent in the little half circles to hold it in place. Not that it's going anywhere, but just one of those safety features. So, alright, let's get the axle in. Don't forget the little washer. I'll have to put that on right before I slide the axle in. Alright, go ahead and slide this on the axle, make it easy. Shabam! Clean all this gunk off the little gasket, and spacer, whatever you want to call it. Alright, this takes a little bit of play, but it'll go in. Well, that was very little play. That doesn't normally happen, but I'm glad it did. Alright, then just get all your bolts. Get that the right way. Normally, just like the other one, if you start two of them, the rest should just go right in place. Alright. I'm missing one bolt. Get that down. Toolbox. Alright. Now, where did my little socket go? I think I actually put it up. Being an idiot. Oh well, this will work. rear disc conversion. Now the back, depending on vehicle, model, a bunch of everything for this kit, there is 2 different kinds of calipers you can use. Well, actually more than that. 2 you can buy from the auto parts store, or you can get something with a e-brake. I don't care about the e-brake. So these are, I believe, like 87 K10 front calipers. I'm not gonna need an e-brake. I mean, yeah, so I really don't care. But this one I am actually going to, I can bolt it in, but I'm gonna actually have to drop the axle down pretty much all the way off to get this top bolt in, which is gonna make it a pain whenever I change brakes. But seeing as I wanted the big leaf springs, I gotta pay the price, so that's gonna suck. But because if you can see, it lined it perfectly with that, and these bolts are probably about that long. So, but that is a rear disc conversion kit. So I'm hoping this helps someone who is looking into either building a mud truck or just wanting to do this on their, I think these are older Chevy trucks. I mean, you can do, they make disc conversion kits for a lot of things, but yeah, I'm hoping this helps someone, and I look forward to making more videos on this truck. This is my baby. It's gonna be a long build, but it'll be worth it. So please hit subscribe and hit that like.